reading, watching TV stuff, the name the Raptors starting to show up a lot in the circles of basketball reporting. Are you noticing a difference in the approach to when guys are coming in this building?
My approach hasn't changed. I mean, we're still going to be a defensive-minded, hit-first team. We're still pushing the same philosophy. The success is coming because guys are executing and things are happening, you know, and guys are believing in what we're doing. So, you know, nothing really changed as far as our approach. I don't think our players have been hard-working guys this whole time. It's clicking in. It's clicking in. Not totally, because there's still situations where when the physicality gets in, you know, we got to play through that. We got to execute through that. You got to make plays through the physicality. And that's our next, and I've said that for a while, that's our really big next step. And we're doing a better job, but still have, you know, against the Miamis, Indianas, the other night when Detroit was hitting us in the first half, we got to bounce through that. And we're going to have the same thing against Brooklyn.
You mentioned Miami and Indiana. What did you learn about your group? Because, I mean, with all that went on before the Indiana game and the expectations prior to the Miami game, they did show the fans something.
Right. We did. The guys played hard, competed, but our expectations of ourselves have to be higher. You know, play through the travel, play through all that, play through the physicality, play through when Miami turns up the heat, and when Indiana turns up the physicality in the fourth quarter, whenever it is. Those are the moments we got to play through it and give our own physicality. And again, we're doing a better job of it, but that's our next huge step.
Looking at the makeup of this team and the toughness, that's something that you probably figure will come around eventually.
Well, I hope so. With age, I think DeMar is going to come with age. T. Ross is going to come with age. Jonas is going to learn how to do it with age. And those are the main guys. Those are our main scorers. And those are the guys that get the physicality in the paint, in the post, you know, and playing through it. JV in the post up, playing through the bumps, the hits, and then completing the play and not getting pushed out. So, again, the only thing that helps that is father time, experience. And they're getting that, they're getting there, but we're not all the way there yet.
You mentioned Terrence Ross. Your impressions of this big audition he's had defensively and the effort he's put in on the end on the wing?
He's growing. He's growing right before our eyes, getting better. He's not a finished product, but he is getting better, and his attention to detail is better. His concentration and focus, every possession is better. He still has lapses, but again, second year, not even a second year fully. And he's getting there, and you know, my patience with him and my pushing him is probably slower than everybody else's.
Coach, do you notice a shift in confidence with your guys from now, maybe to compare to, say, a month ago?
Yeah, we're more of a confident team. Now we got to take that confidence and execute it. As I said earlier, we got to play through the physicality with that confidence. And I know it sounds like a broken record, but again, that's what it becomes. And when your level of play goes up, when the expectation level goes up, and your ranking goes up, people are going to be more physical with you. They're not just going to let you float around and do what you normally do. So now, as that guy receiving it, you got to bust through it, play through it, attack the rim. DeMar DeRozan did a great job in the second half the other night against Detroit when they were pushing up on him. His shot wasn't falling, but he created the contact, got to the free throw line. Those are the kind of recognition and plays we've got to make.
Obviously, no doubt that you've turned things around here in the last little while. How far do you think this team can go?
Well, again, it's a game by game for me. I mean, my expectations is still within the process. We still got a lot of growth to go. You know, everybody's saying we've arrived. We haven't arrived. We still are growing. We still have young players at those key positions. And until they grow up and do it on a consistent basis, game by game basis, whether it's Miami or you know, whoever it is, we still got to be able to compete and do the same thing.
So tomorrow against Brooklyn, I mean, is that kind of a measuring stick for you guys because they're same division and they won?
Yeah, that's a very important game. Don't get me wrong, but to me, all the games are important. Detroit was an important measuring stick just because of their physicality in the paint. Indiana and Miami, it showed us where we were. Not ready for that physicality, you know, for 48 minutes. So this game tomorrow, same thing. You got some grizzly veterans who are going to do the same thing. They're going to grab and hold, push, hit. we got to meet that with our physicality. And again, it's those type of games are our measuring sticks for me and for us to get to the next level.
I know you've mentioned that you'd like to see DeMar and Kyle both in that all-star conversation. Masai said the same thing on TSN Radio yesterday. Is that something that you talk to other coaches about and make that case for Kyle and DeMar?
Yes, there's no question. All my friends, all the coaches, talk to them about it, text them. They did me the same way when they were trying to get their guys in last year, and it's the same thing right now. So I'm pushing our guys. I don't know if we can get two. I'm going to push two and hope to get one because both guys are playing at a high level. And again, we deserve it. Our record, we're ranked. We're top of our division. We're number 4 in the conference. So, we do deserve all-star ranking, all-star consideration with our players because those guys are playing at a very, very high level, Kyle and DeMar. So, again, I'll beg the coaches, bribe them with lunch or dinner or whatever when we have a coaches meeting. But again, it's what we should be doing as an organization, and we are doing it as an organization. And I'm doing it as with the coaches.
How do you think those two specifically are thought of from opposing coaches? I know DeMar specifically. When coaches come in here, they speak very highly of him. How do you think they're perceived?
Well, I think they're very well respected. Kyle has brought his game to a different level and maintained it. Kyle showed he's been a positive leader. I think that was the biggest question among coaches around the league. Could he, be a positive leader and be productive on the court? He's done that. He's done everything we've asked him to do and continue to do it. DeMar has been playing at a very high level, being very efficient, not just a volume shooter. So he's done that. So everything those guys that have the questions about them as players have done it. And then plus on top of that, they put us at the top of our division and a position where are they a finished product? No. Are we a finished product? No. But again, should put them in all-star conversation.